What's up, everybody, and welcome to the watch list for Thursday, October 22nd, 27th. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you guys for watching yet another video on the Griswold Trading channel. Excited to bring this list to you guys. Excited to help you guys learn and earn, become more profitable, more consistent, and that's exactly what we do on this channel. We simplify trading for you guys so trading can become simplified, and the Strat, what we teach here, is by far the easiest, the simplest way to trade in the stock market. I promise you guys that. Give it some time, walk yourself through it, learn the steps, take that staircase up to the top of the mountain. There's no elevator to get you there, okay? There's no magic wand that takes you to the top and will make you become rich. It's a process, it's a learning curve, and you will get there if you study this stuff. I want to go through a few things before we get started, and we're going to talk about this little five ticker list. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, so you can follow me there. I also have a Discord called the Griswold Trading Discord. That link to join that Discord is in the description below. So you can go find that in the description below. Like 90% of what I put out there, guys, is free. There's videos, there's a book list that helped me to get where I am, a bunch of really easy reads. There's trading rooms, whether it's SPY, swing trades, live trading room, a day trading room. There's also a private membership. So everything that I offer, whether it's free or fee-based, can be found in that Discord or my pinned tweet on Twitter, or realistically down below there's links for that stuff as well. But the Griswold Gold membership, it's $50 a month, and it gets you a whole bunch of really great stuff. 1 hour Strat course that I've created. Live trading bots for SPY, and then another room for a bunch of other tickers like CCL and Disney and QQQ and I think DIA and Tesla and NEO. So that's part of it. The Griswold Strat Indicator, which is an indicator I created for you guys that combines basically all the Strat indicators into one, so you have them all in one spot. You don't have to have multiple indicators. It's all built into one. I do one-on-ones with the group members. I do group chats with the other group members. We get in as a group and talk about a bunch of different stuff. So top fives I put in there, which is what you see here. I put those out every night, and then there's ad-free YouTube videos as well, watch list as part of that membership as well, and a bunch of other really great stuff. So make sure you go check that out in the Discord. The screen that you see in front of you, this is called Trading View. All these bars, that's Trading View. So that's how I chart all of my trades. So if you're looking for a platform like this, I have a link in the description below under Trading View. You click on that link, you're going to get a free 30-day trial. Free, F-R-E-E, free subscription service to TradingView to try for 30 days. And then if you decide to go ahead with that subscription, you get up to $30 off of the subscription of your choice. So up to $30 depending on which one you choose. So you can go check that out as well, but make sure you watch the watch list for Thursday first before you do that. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about are the ads. And I know they suck, but those ads, the advertisers are paying to keep this stuff free for you guys. So they're keeping this basically out of the private rooms. They're allowing me to keep this on YouTube for free for you guys. I'm not charging a fee. All the learning tools that I put out in videos are free for you guys. So make sure you guys are going to check that out. There's video playlists at the end of this video that you can click on to learn even more. So I thank you in advance, and I appreciate it that you guys are letting those ads roll through so the advertisers can pay for your guys' free education on this strategy. Okay, so this is an example of what I give out for free every single day in the membership group, the top 5 plays. So I go through the list of setups every day, and then I pick out the top 5 that I think are likely to do the best. And sometimes they are really, really good, and sometimes they downright suck. But we have been doing really well with the top 5s. Recently, we've had a lot of really great setups. So even if we go through and look at these MS, Pfizer, Starbucks, and Uber, if we go to MS real quick on the day chart, so MS, we called this out to the room. We triggered right here off of this inside bar, and we hit a bunch of targets on the way up. Uber was another one. I'm not going to remember them all. Uber was another one. Uber, again, we triggered and we hit a bunch of targets on the way up. So Uber was another really good trade. Triggered, target 1, 2, and 3. Starbucks was another one. And I don't remember what the other plays were, but Starbucks was really, really well off of this inside bar. We triggered here. This candle is what we're looking at. We triggered and we hit targets on the way up, okay? So really, really good plays for the top fives. You get those as part of the Griswold Gold membership. There is also a 2-for-1. You buy 2 months, you get 1 month free. Let's get started on the watch list for you guys now for Thursday, October 27th. I don't know why I keep saying that. 27th. Walmart was the other one. I think Walmart was a really, really great play today as well. So go check those out when you got some time. AMD has an inside bar. Okay, so if you're new, we're going to talk about inside bars. If you're old, you can skip through this for a minute or so, and because you already know about inside bars and how much I really like them, and how I always tell newcomers to concentrate on the inside bars and watch for inside bars or 1 bars. So you notice how these candlestick numbers are down below, the 1s and the 2s. If you don't know what those are, go check out the playlist at the end of the video. It's in there for you guys to learn what the candlestick numbers are. It's really the candlestick numbers are 1, 2, and 3, and it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. You just need to apply it. Okay, so the inside bars do not break the high, and they do not break the low of the previous candle. See this one here? It did not break the high, and it did not break the low. It stayed within the range of the previous candle. So it's a consolidation candle, and it's a tightening range, and we're looking for, if you can imagine that inside bar as being a spring, being tightened and loaded and getting ready to explode to one direction or the other. That's what an inside bar is, and probabilities tell us that's what it does. Okay, we look for these explosions off of these inside bars. Well, they don't always happen that way, but that's what we look for. So you notice they're painted yellow. That's part of the Griswold Strat indicator that I provide for you guys. Same thing with this outside bar, Griswold Strat indicator. The IB tabs and the OB tabs, same thing. Time frame continuity right here, part of the Griswold Strat indicator. So off of this inside bar, we can look for calls at 61.77, and then our targets are just marked out at the top of the preceding wicks. Or we can look for puts at 59.15, and again, the wicks are just marked out. The targets are marked out at the bottom of the preceding wick. So there is one, and then your next target down below would be there, and we'll mark that out in green for you guys. So time frame continuity on the hourly, the daily, and the weekly are green. We'll see how we end up being on Thursday because there are sellers on the month, the quarterly, and the yearly. We'll see which way AMD. And I think AMD, the premiums are a little bit higher, so smaller accounts might not be able to handle that one as easy. GME, GameStop. Couple things here. So another inside bar on GME. So we can look for calls at 27.48. We can mark our first target out at the top there at 27.79. Puts are possible at 25.32, and our targets are marked out to the bottom. So with the strat, we have 3 types of actionable signals. We have the inside bar, which you see here. We have a hammer candle, which you can call that a hammer candle. It's got the big long wick at the bottom with this body on top, and you can see what happens. It's an actionable signal, so it's a bullish pattern, and you can see we had a bullish run. So the shooter candle, or the inverse hammer, this is a fat hammer or a fat shooter candle if you want to call it that, but it's got this body at the bottom with a big long wick to the top, and it shows a bearish setup. So 3 actionable signals: inverse hammer or shooter candle, a hammer candle, or a inside bar. So we have both a shooter candle and a inside bar here. So puts are very likely, and we can look for puts at 25.32, and like I said, first target's marked out at 24.80. And again, if you're looking to take options on these plays, guys, this is how I would do it. Okay, I take closest expiry, so I would take a Friday expiry for GameStop. I would look for puts. If we're triggering at 25.32, my puts are at $25. I take the closest trigger or very close to that trigger as I can for my strike price. So $25 off a $25.32 trigger. And then once this triggers, we're managing the trade on a smaller time frame. Now you can do that on the 30, you can do that on the 15, you can do that on the 5. You can use a combination of all of them if you'd like. It really just depends on your risk management and how you want to apply your risk and manage your risk. And guys, listen, there is no safe way or foolproof way to trade in the stock market, okay? to day trade, to swing trade. There just isn't. We base this strategy, whether it's this strategy or something else that you guys are into, everything is based off of probabilities because we don't know what this next candle is going to be. We can have a probability being very high or low of what it's going to be, but we don't know. And then that's because we have that, that's where the risk comes in. And in order for you to become a good, successful trader, you need to be able to manage risk and manage your capital. Because anybody can click a button and be right 50% of the time. If you're saying it's going green, you got a 50% chance that it's going to go green. If you're saying that it's going to go red, you got 50% chance it's going to go red. It's a flip of a coin. The difference between that and actually being consistent and profitable is knowing your strategy, knowing the probabilities, knowing the risk and how to manage that risk and how to manage your trade. And that's really where the difference is between just gambling and guessing on a trade and actually applying yourself and applying a strategy to something. So that's GameStop. We're going to move on to Citigroup Bank. That's ticker symbol C. So Citigroup, if we can get it loaded here, there we go. Citigroup has a 2-up. Now it's not loading. Where are you at, Citigroup? I just lost it all. GME. Go back to Citigroup. There we go. Citigroup has a 2-up that finished red. Not quite, I don't know if you'd call that a shooter candle. It's pretty close to, but we've got a 2-up that finished red on Citigroup. So we are going to look for calls at $45.22, and we have really good magnitude. And by magnitude, I just mean our first profit target, okay? Or our first target, the first place we think the candle should hit. Now, it might not hit that, and that's where the probability and risk comes in again, and that's why we manage our trades on a lower time frame, because sometimes the candles will kick you out of a trade, and we have to be okay with that. And so whether you get kicked out at 1% or 500%, it doesn't matter. That's your trade, okay? And then you move on to the next one. And you have to be, again, it comes down to psychology. You have to be comfortable and okay with taking 1% on a trade if that's what it gives you, okay? If it gives you minus 5% or minus 10%, that's what it gives you. I wouldn't go more than 20%. That's a big loss on a trade for me. I wouldn't go more than 20%. But take what the candlesticks are giving you and manage your trades based on that. And you can go check out any of my review videos, guys. That's how I do all of my trades. And I've got a plethora, a bunch of review videos on trades that I've taken. And it'll show you the exact same thing every time on how to manage your trade properly. So Citigroup, as I was saying, has a 2-up finish red. Means we broke a 2 as a directional candle. So we broke only to the one side, which was a high side, but we finished red, not green. So it gives me a higher probability that this thing is going to trend down trend to the downside based off of that. So it's a probability-based trade. And we've got the hourly and the daily in our favor and nothing else. But when I day trade, I'm not in these trades for very long, guys. I'm in these trades for 5 minutes to maybe 2 hours at the most. So I only need the hourly and the daily in my favor, and then I can manage that trade on a smaller time frame than that. Okay, so that is Citigroup. We'll move on to American Airlines. So American Airlines has a 2-up finish red. This is a true shooter candle or inverse hammer. So we're going to look for puts at $13.99 and first targets at $13.93. Not great magnitude. We've only got 6 cents there. And the thing I would caution you guys, and it doesn't always happen, but a lot of times what does happen is we'll break through this trigger and we'll hit targets and we'll reverse. And you'll never see this target again. So that's why we always tell you guys to make sure you're taking profits at your targets. If it goes through and reverses through, make sure you got your profit there. Okay? And then another point I should make, if we gap out of these, so let's say in the morning our candlestick opens like that. Okay, we open down there. So we're below that trigger already. Then we're going to go into a gap play, the morning gap play. So I've got about 4 or 5 videos on that. Go check that out on the channel as well. And if there are a bunch of plays gapping in the morning, I usually send out that video on Twitter to let you guys know that this is what you guys should be doing. And that's just playing the break of the 15 or the 30-minute, first 15-minute or 30-minute bar. That's called an orb. So Go check out that strategy as well when you get a chance. Airbnb is up next. Airbnb 2 up, finish red, shooter candle or inverse hammer. We're going to look for puts on this thing at, slow loading today, at 115.03 and first targets at 112.63. Comcast CMCSA 2 up red. We're going to look for puts at 31.45, first target at 31.08 on Comcast. Keurig Dr. Pepper, KDP 2 up, finish red. We're going to take puts on this thing at 38.62. First targets at 38.14. And another thing, guys, I'm not front running this stuff. I wait for this to trigger, and as soon as it triggers, that's my signal to get into the play, okay? I'm not buying before. If this thing opens and runs and we're already at 38.40 and you miss it, move on to the next one. Now, that's my rule. You guys don't have to follow that, but I would suggest not taking it. But you're obviously free to do as you choose, as you are the trader, and ultimately this is your business that you're running. And that's what trading really is, guys. It's a business, and we have to treat it as such. So you wouldn't, if you owned some other business, you wouldn't just throw your cash around frivolously. I don't even know if I said that right. Without thinking. So manage your capital, guys, just like you would in a business. And if you take a loss, that's part of the expense of owning that business, and that's how you have to look at it. So Plug Power has a 2 up, finish red, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 16.34, and the targets are marked out accordingly for you guys down below. We'll move on to Roblox. Roblox, I'm not sure on the premiums. I think they're spread out pretty well. I only like to trade tight premiums, like a couple pennies between the bid and the ask. I think Roblox is usually a little bit more. So 2 up, finish red, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 45.27. Good magnitude at that 43.21 target. Roku 2 up red, shooter candle. Puts at 52.60. Oh, that moved on me from when I did it. So 52.56 is our trigger. And then let's put a target in here for you guys. It looks like good magnitude there as well at $50.88 on Roku target. 2 up, finish red. We're going to look for puts on target at 165.32, and the first target is marked out for you guys. Again, good magnitude on that one. XL Energy, 2 up red. We can call that an inverse hammer, shooter candle. Puts at $62.43. XLU is a utilities ETF through Spider. 2 up red, puts at 64.81. Amazon. This was green when I closed it. Oh, sorry. Amazon I put on here because we have this shooter candle. So a lot of times when we have hammer candles, guys, I've been putting continuations on. We can do the same thing on Amazon with the shooter or the inverse hammer. The big long wick with the body. We can look for a 2-2 continuation off of this shooter candle. So puts at 114.76. And again, be cautious and cognizant of this first target here because there's not a lot of room there between 115.19 and 114.76. So if we retrace through there, you're going to want to make sure that you have taken your profits on it. IWM 2 up red. We're going to look for puts on IWM at 178.33, and again, great magnitude down to the bottom side at 173.56. That would make for a nice Thursday trade if it goes through. Guys, again, if you like this stuff, if it's find it interesting, if you find it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. It helps the algorithm. My goal is to get this out to as many people as I can to help you guys become successful traders. I will spend as much time with you as need be. You can ask anybody in the gold membership who's taken up that service for the one-on-ones. I know it says 15 minutes. I've never gone less than 30 minutes with anybody on those one-on-ones. I will spend as much time as you guys need to learn this stuff. I'm here to help you guys out. I want to see you guys succeed, be profitable, become successful, be able to do what you want with yourself and with your family. I want you guys to change your family tree, and this is one of the ways you can do it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out the videos at the end. There's a SPY playlist in the top right, a learning tools playlist bottom right. That SPY will teach you how to trade SPY every single day on the 30-minute chart with really great success and great profitability and pretty great consistency. So go check out that SPY series as well that I've created just for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck trading on Thursday, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.